There is one business model. The way it is so glamorized, it comes with a lot of problems without many people realizing, and they walk into it. It is the rental property business. I'm not saying that there is no money to be made there, ne? But guys, those things, they come with drama, bro. You just have to pray that you are going to have responsible and respectful tenants. Because with the story that I'm about to tell you, having tenants is a nightmare, guys. This week, a friend of mine calls me. He's got two properties. If you know, in estates, there's usually like a cluster section of houses before you get to the higher, more expensive houses. So his first home was in the cluster homes, the ones around 2.9 to 3.5 million. He started off there, and yeah, life moves. You grow as a person. He started making a bit of money, and now they moved into a bigger home. So last year, they decided not to sell that first property and rent it out to somebody else. So they rent it to a couple with their kids. You won't see red flags when you see that. You think these are responsible people, they're raising their kids. Fine. They do a 12-month contract. The contract starts last year, October. It's supposed to be ending October this year. You see, this is the thing. These people, they paid money upfront, and you are not going to see red flags, right? You think everything is okay. Throughout the last few months of last year and this year, there were no problems until recently, a few weeks ago. These people, somewhere along the way, they started having money to buy another home in the same area. The agreement was them to purchase, but there was another client already in there. But when they signed the lease, they agreed that, okay, after 12 months, somebody is going to come in, and that's going to be a buyer. They are going to leave, right? No problems. The agreement is there. The contract is there. My friend calls me, I think it's on Thursday. Yeah, I think it's Thursday. He calls me on Thursday. He tells me, dog, you won't believe what happened. I'm like, dog, what happened? These tenants, they've been living in that house, no problems. They've been paying the electricity and the water because it's metered, right? No problems. Suddenly, along the way, maybe like a month or two ago, they stopped paying. Obviously, you are not going to think about that because throughout all of these months, these people have been doing the right thing. When he finds out that they haven't been paying, he goes and checks at the house. When he arrives there at the home, guess what happened? Just take a wild guess. The people are not there. They've already moved to the home that they bought in the same estate. Now, this is where it becomes problematic, and that's where the issue comes in, that the drama and the problems that can ensue, because sometimes you're going to fight with these people physically. There's going to be a lot of drama. There's going to be a lot of fights. He goes and checks on the house. When he gets there, he checks on the meter. Obviously, before you get to your home, you check, okay, the surroundings, everything is fine. He checks the meter. The meter is running. And you know, when you used to live in this home, how much electricity you used to use. Hey man, this meter keeps running. He says, let me go check. When he walks to one of the bathrooms, the shower is running. He sees that, okay, he's got a spare key. It's his house. He thinks that let me go and knock. Nobody's answering. He goes and asks the neighbors. The neighbor says, no, these people moved out last week Saturday. They took half of their stuff. They haven't been back since. He tries to unlock the door. The door is locked. You know, like everybody else, you know how to open your house even when you don't have a key. He finds a way to get into the house. Guess what's happening inside, guys? This couple, these witches, they left all of the taps in the house running since last week Saturday. They left all of the lights on. They left the stove on. The bill has been going up. They left the geyser on. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. So the rental space, guys, it's not glamorous. It comes with a lot of problems, and I'm definitely sure a lot of you who've had tenants before, you can tell me something in the comments about your experiences with tenants. Having tenants is a nightmare, guys.